Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Failsafe, United States Global Command, turn 3.4. Alright, let's do it. Our first order of business is escalation income. Basic intelligence is 7 on to 19, makes 26. Which does surpass the DEFCON 4 threshold. So let's get right over there on DEFCON 4. Our expeditionary forces are on the build plate to be deployed, 2 airborne and 1 marine. DEFCON 4 also lets us move all naval units, and it lets us do airstrikes against PRF, the Communist Front. Okay, so next order of business is tech. Quick look at the chart to see where we stand. This time we are going to try AMD again. We're going to try long-range missiles, advanced sonar, and advanced manufacturing. 1 die each. Okay, we hit 2. We got AMD and long-range missiles. So, AMD is completed. Hurrah! Hooray! Long-range missiles goes to stage 3. 1 step closer. Okay. Next up. Global operations. If you remember from Admiral Seabass's video, the Soviets placed an insurgency in Belize. We have to try to get that guy out of there. So, we have a total of 3 dice. We're using our second advisor. I forgot to do it the last time around. Last 2 times actually. The rules say when trying to do a counterinsurgency against PRF that US Global has to deploy an advisor with the 2 basic dice, and then we can get a third for the second advisor. So we spent 3 on 3 counterinsurgency dice. So here we go. You believe that? Missed again. That is just awful. Awful, awful, awful. Okay, so Belize becomes PRF. So let's get that on there. And we got to get them some units. You know the story by now. 2 light infantry and a SAM. Let's see. Here he is. Get out of there. There we go. 2 light infantry and a SAM. Now this means that we get another escalation of 2 IPP, taking us up to 28. And that's just, yeah, that is something. Okay, purchase is where we're at next. We'll take those 3 off there that have been spent. Okay, for military aid, we're going to send Pakistan an artillery, and this time I'm remembering to deduct the 2 IPP discount for arms sales, so we're spending 4 on that. We're spending 12 on 2 infantry and an attack helicopter, 2 light infantry and an attack helicopter, 3 on a frigate, and then we have our expeditionary forces. Okay, we are going to have some combat. As I said, DEFCON 4 allows us to do airstrikes against the PRF. So this is what we're going to do. There's going to be 2 strikes, one against El Salvador, one against Guatemala. So first things first in combat movement. I guess I'll move it down here for right now. There's our fleet in A36. The fleet is on that card right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the cruiser from A36 through the Panama Canal to P71. The cruiser is going to shoot 1 cruise missile into Guatemala in surgical strike. I didn't get my cruise missiles out, but that's all right. Then up there in Great Lakes, we have a strategic bomber that is going to take off and fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across Nicaragua, 6 into P71. Bring him down there like that. He's going to shoot 2 cruise missiles into Guatemala. Now, as if you recall, we have completed the precision guided munitions tech, which means all of our cruise missiles have full land target select. Okay, so there's that one. And then in El Salvador, we have 2 fighters. Yeah, I'm not using the battle board for this. 2 fighters in Nicaragua that fly 1 space out into P71, 2 into El Salvador, and they are going to engage that SAM with SEED. And then with the fleet out here, on the supercarrier, we have another fighter. He is going to take off and fly 1, 2, 3 into El Salvador for a SEED attack as well. Then here in Nicaragua, we have an A-10 and an F-117. They're going to roll in on the surgical attack. And then also from the supercarrier, we have an attack bomber that is going to join in the surgical strike into El Salvador. So that's what's going on. So we got the little custom dice tray out here. Okay, so we're going to do Guatemala first. That is that's 3 cruise missiles at 5. The PRF doesn't have AMD, so there's no defensive shot. And everybody missed. Isn't that just pathetic? Okay, so that's out. So next, in El Salvador, we have 3 fighters that are going to roll in on SEED at a 6. Since we're using spy satellite, did I mention that? Yeah, El Salvador, we're using spy satellite. So the fighters get to shoot SEED at full value. Okay, well, there's 2 hits. So that kills the SAM before it gets to fire any air defense. So he's out. So now we have And let's see. Let me double check myself. Make sure I'm not messing up. Yeah. We've got a F-117 at 7. We have A-10 at 5. We have an attack bomber at 7. And that's everybody. We got one hit from the stealth fighter. So, since the SAM is already dead, kill one light infantry. Okay, that's it for combat. Now, non-combat. So, the strategic bomber used 6 moves to get down here. With his airbase bonus, he has a total of 12 moves. So he's going back to Great Lakes. Fly him back up there. The A-10 and the F-117 are flying back to Nicaragua. Along with these 2 fighters. The fleet here, the supercarrier and the frigate are going through the Panama Canal into P-71 to join the cruiser, and the fighter and attack bomber are landing back on the carrier. There we go. I guess I'm not going to need that marker for a little bit. The destroyer and the amphib are going from P-36, one space up here, to A-33. Okay, up here, the Marine in Northeast United States is using strategic land movement to go 1-2 spaces to Gulf states. Well, I guess it wasn't really necessary. He can just go to Southern United States. Don't need to use strategic land movement. The airborne in Southern United States airlifts into Nicaragua. And I think that's it. Let me double check my notes and make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, yep, that's it. Okay, place units. So the frigate is going at the minor shipyard here at Gulf States in A-33. The 2 light infantry are going to the minor army base in Nicaragua. The attack chopper is going to the minor air base in Nicaragua. The Marine and the 2 airborne are expeditionary forces are going to the major army base in Gulf States. And then military aid delivery. Oh, we'll just say that the artillery is built at the major army base in Northeast United States. And it just takes whatever route it wants to go around here to southern Pakistan, because I'm not at war with anybody and nobody's blocking me. So military aid delivered to southern Pakistan. Okay, now we need a recruitment role for Pakistan. Missed with a 7. Okay, collect income, we are at 28. And that's what we will have for next turn. Oh yeah, we'll take 3 cruise missiles out of my inventory. So now a green and 2 grays, I got 6 left. All right, I believe that's it. Ozark Outpost, over and out.